Wait, mine is this.
You need to switch account.
Oh, it's also locked with this, right?
Yeah, just switch account.
Oh, what is this?
You extend, you go back.
Wait, what did I click? I click once only.
Oh.
Wait, what is this? Oh.
Wala. Never mind.
But let me set up, it's like so glitchy though.
It's okay.
It's not moving. Yeah, okay, right.
Yeah, then you just go back.
Oh, then the thing came out, is it?
Yeah. Why you don't verify?
Huh? Yeah, I just don't promote this for now.
Okay.
Okay. What is the
Maha Bodhi. Is it?
yeah, but backspace nothing's happening. Laptop's crashing out. BOD.
I think it's already max characters.
Oh.
Just put the English paper, P5 English paper.
English. Okay, let's put like this. So this one must put the green logo. Yes, open. Yeah, so just like this. Then this one must change to this. If not, this says gaming. Yeah, so everyone could see. Then this is the TNCs must stick.
Okay.
Yeah, that should be all. Okay. Let me join the. Okay, hi, welcome everyone. Sorry, we were trying to fix the Xiaohongshu live stream. Hi, RSKW. Okay, but we'll wait a while longer. Then, as usual, I'll teach you guys how to use the link, or rather link tree, that's found under our account. Then, yeah, we can start the paper proper. Hi, Strawberry Boo Boo. Hi, Janice. Hi, Henry. Hi, Jay. Hi, White. Hi, user. Okay, hi, everyone. Maybe we'll wait till one or two more minutes. In the meantime, if anyone got anything interesting to share, feel free to share. Okay. Or if you have anything to ask, or okay, or regarding the programs that I went through yesterday. Actually, it's okay. I just on this like cluster stuff. Okay, looks better. Hi, Cigar. Hi, Chomsky. Okay. So basically, what I wanna teach you guys is how to use this link tree. So for those of you that follow us, right, there's this link under "Give your child the best start in English," and it's just a link tree link. Basically, what it does is it links you to this web browser, or rather link tree, and you can find out more about us here. So under links, there are two sections. One is link, one is shop. So under links, there's 2025 June holiday program, our own website, the ebook store, our regular writing and English classes, and then the different platforms that you can find us on. Okay. Hi Carrie. I don't think I've seen this person before. But hi, thanks for joining. Okay. Then next, when you go to shop, right, there is different collections. Okay. So the first one being our very own ebook collection. And then there's the June holiday program brochures if you want to find out more. Just simply click on it and it will bring you to the link or the website pertaining to the program or the book that you're interested in. Then this top school papers course, I think we went through for the first time yesterday, right? Yeah. So if you guys are interested, you guys can sign up for this. It's P5 to P6s. Uh, useful for both levels because P4 to P5 is quite a huge or rather a steep learning curve, especially stamina wise. Then P6s, obviously it's for PSLE. Okay, then we got writers at work classes, basically our regular programs, and the Chinese version for those who are more conversant in Chinese. Okay, and then there's writers at work PSLE cheat sheets. These are free. There's only 5 products inside, but it's free, so who's complaining, right? Okay, so coming to this ebook collection, right? As you can see, we got quite a range or quite a number of ebook collection, but the one that I want to touch on today is 70 PSLE Compre Close Practices and 1000 PSLE S&T questions. Okay, so let's touch on 1000 S&T questions first. So S&T, as you guys know, most of you don't have any problems with it, especially since the format that you see, or rather the structure, is mostly the same. You just need to keep recycling, not you, rather the teachers keep recycling the same structure but different context. But essentially how you answer the question is still the same. Okay, so apart from solidifying this, you can also expose yourself to some unique newer questions so that you don't get taken aback during the exam. Okay, then for 70 PSLE comprehension close practices, this is good because you guys have to build your inferential skills, not just for primary school, even more so for secondary school. And it's useful in day-to-day life conversations and all. Sometimes you have to infer what the person is trying to say, right? Like basically read between the lines. Okay, and I know compre close, most of you struggle with it, but the more you practice, you pick up the inferential skill, you know how to spot your hints, you know, they are looking for opposite words. You will also expand your vocab bank since you have to use specific words at times. Okay, so this is pretty useful. Inferential skills can be used for simple sections like grammar MCQs, vocab MCQs for contextual clues, and even to harder sections like compre OE. So yeah, pretty wide range of sections, and it's very applicable to a lot of things. Okay, so it's important to have good inferential skills. Okay, so for today, I'll be going through 2022 P5 Maha Bodhi paper. Oh yeah, I forgot to say hi to the Xiao Hongshu people. Okay, hi Shirley Ang. So question 1. Pailing together with her siblings blank her grandmother every Sunday. So is it visit, visits, visiting, or have visited? Also, for those of you that are new, if you want me to go through a particular section, you can just let me know. If you want to try the questions, you can just type it down in the comment section as well. So yes, don't be shy, feel free. Okay, and if you got anything interesting to share or ask, as always, please do. It makes it more entertaining. Okay, so hi, hello. So let's begin with question 1 then. Hi, Santa. Okay, so Pei together with her siblings. So if you can see, there are these 2 commas here, right? Remember, anything in a comma is always extra info. It's not essential. Okay, so basically distractors. Okay, so Pei together with her siblings. So the main subject is still Pei. Hi, An Li. Hi, Esther Yap. Okay, so your main subject is still Pei. So your main subject is singular. Okay, then let's look for the tense. Every Sunday, so it's a frequent thing. It's something that is done with a certain frequency. Okay, so you need to use present tense. And remember verbs. Verbs, if it's singular, you have to add s. If it's noun, you only add s for plural. Okay? So over here, the right answer is visits. Okay? So Pei Ling, together with her siblings, visits her grandmother every Sunday. Okay, moving on. The second question. Okay, why are all the iPads, not iPads, why are all the tablets glitching out? Okay, question 2. Then, just realized you guys can't see when I circle the question. But yeah, okay, the start one. So Daniel never helps in the household chores, blank, asked Mrs. Ong. So usually this kind of question, it's a question tag, okay? How do you do question tag? You must see what is at the front of the sentence or what's the clause. If it's positive, then your answer should be a negative and vice versa, okay? Hi, SFY. So never helps. The word never has a negative connotation. So over here, you need a positive, okay? And then, what word do you use? You don't say has help, right? You say never has help. That's a bit weird. So it should be never does help. And positive would be does. If it's negative, then you choose doesn't. So you need to identify what is the right word also, apart from it being positive and negative, okay? Make sure you find the right auxiliary word. Okay. Hi, Wolfie. Okay, next question. The child blank the lifeguard rescued is none other than my sister. So is it who, which, whom, or whose? So again, this is a pretty common MCQ. Like always comes out, right? Actually, this also comes out. I saw it come out for synthesis before, which is kind of weird, but yes, possible. They asked the question was basically trying to link the two clauses with whom. Okay, so remember whom is when the person is seen as the object. I'll put object in the bracket because I don't think people are actually objects. That's a little weird. Seen as the object of the verb. Okay, so over here the lifeguard rescued, right? So this is a verb. So in this case, the child is seen as the object that is being rescued. So the correct answer should be 3. Whom. Okay, now why then are the other options wrong? Go through this pretty quickly. Who, as everyone knows, is subject. Who is the easiest to apply? Because everyone uses who. Sometimes if you don't know to use whom, you also use who. Yeah, then that makes it wrong. Okay, which is for things, not for people. And whose shows possession. Okay, doesn't fit here. The child doesn't belong to the lifeguard, or the lifeguard doesn't belong to the child. Okay, next question. Susan blank cooked him dinner if he had come home early. Hi, user. Okay, so Susan will have, must have, would have, or should have. Is there anyone on Xiaohongshu?
Actually got.
Oh, got people comment, is it? Oh, okay. Okay, but 小红书的观众们，你们好。Okay, moving on. Susan what cooked him dinner if he had come home early. So this is a conditional sentence.
Where do you see the viewers?
Actually, that one. Okay, wait. Sorry, guys. I'll disappear from the camera for a while. Because this is the first one.
See here?
Oh, yeah. Then it should be over here. Like they will. Here's the comment section.
Yeah, but the number of viewers.
Then. Oh, this means 8 people saw this before, and then nobody's online. So now there's one person watching.
Oh, okay.
Then this one is the. But the comment is so small though. Like can't really.
Oh, somebody commented.
No. This just means the person joined.
What?
Yeah. I think the actual comment will be a different opacity though. It'll probably be more opaque. Okay. Hi, I'm back. Okay, hi Wind. Okay, so Susan, what? So this is a third conditional sentence. What are third conditional sentences? Basically, unreal past condition. Okay? Because had come home early. If he had. So it's unreal. And then this is in the past already. Hi, taping. So over here, will have is future. It really doesn't fit because you want past. Okay? Must have implies deduction. Not the subtraction, that deduction, okay? Deduction as in I deduce something. So this is not. Then would have is right because you're using it for past condition. So past, the word must be a past. Okay. Then why is should have wrong? Why is option 4 wrong? It's because should have shows you regret or advice. Okay. Hi friends in 40. So it's not the correct conditional form here. Okay, question 5. Not only did James blank part in the marathon, but he also established a new record. So is it take, took, taken, or taking? So remember, I went through this kind of questions a lot of times, right? So what do you spot here is this, whether that is past tense of the verb, okay? Sometimes can be did, saw, brought, felt, basically anything that is past tense. Over here, you need to use the bare infinitive, okay? Or in other words, the base form. And the base form of the verb is usually, not usually, the base form of your verb is your present tense, okay? The most basic form of it. The first form of it without ever changing to past tense, future tense, singular, plural, those kind of things, okay? Hi Kyo, hi Mawa Rose. So over here, the right answer is 1. Not only did James take part in the marathon, but he also established a new record. Okay, next. Blank his dogs out for a walk is Ali's favorite activity after a tiring day at school. This is pretty common, pretty simple. So, hi, Pai Piao. So, is it brings, brought, or bringing? So, over here, you need a gerund. Okay, what are gerunds? Gerunds means subject of the sentence. What am I writing? Sentence. Okay, so over here, what is a gerund? Is basically verbs plus ing. Hi, cat. So over here, bringing his dogs out for a walk is Ali's favorite activity after a tiring day at school. Okay, bring is just the base form, or rather bare infinitive. Brings is the verb form, and brought is just past tense, so they are not applicable to this question. They are not the right answer. Okay, I think it glitches every time I move while holding the pen. Okay, yes, this is better. Hi Deo Hadia. Hey, hi everyone, welcome to the live. Hi everyone on Xiaohongshu also. Okay, if you guys have anything interesting to share, to ask, or you want to answer the question, please do answer the question. You can type it down in the comment section, okay? But welcome everyone. Hi Faye. Okay, question 7. You guys can't see the 7, but it's fine. I can see it. Susan saw Peter blank the old lady across the road yesterday. So is it helped, or was helping? So remember what I said just now, right? You see this? Past tense. So saw. So over here, once again, you need the bare infinitive, or the base form of the word. Okay? Base form of the verb is help. Okay. Helps is the wrong tense. Helped, also the wrong tense. This would mean she helped the person, and not that she saw someone helping the person. Okay, was helping means you need saw Peter was helping, but it's not correct in this structure. Because they're not trying to tell you that this happened for a period of time. They want to tell you that this happened. So it depends on the context of your question also. Applicable to, what do you call it? Creative writing also, or composition. It all depends on how much emphasis you want to put on that incident. Then you change your sentence structure. Okay? The noise from the construction site blank us for almost 5 hours. Isn't it time for the workers to rest? Complained Mrs. Lim. So, hi Josbas. The noise from the construction site, what asked for almost 5 hours? So is it was disturbing, has been disturbing, had been disturbing, or have been disturbing? So remember how to spot the difference, right? Or rather, what tense it is. Was is past. Ing is always continuous. Pretty straightforward, right? Has is present. Been is a past participle of the word do, be. Yes, so past perfect. You use past participle for perfect tenses. Then disturbing is continuous. Okay, then this is past. Then follow the same. And this is the same. Present, same. But if you're wondering what's the difference, since there are two present perfect continuous answers, right? Has is singular, have is plural. So that's the difference. Okay, so now we need present perfect continuous because it shows us that the action started in the past and continued in the present. Okay, so for almost 5 hours, that means they've been doing this for some time in the past. And then if she's saying it now, that means it's still happening now, right? So you need present perfect continuous, which is either 2 or 4. But then it comes down to whether it's singular or plural, right? So over here, it's singular because you see the word noise. Okay? If you use have been disturbing, then it's wrong SVA. Okay, hi Vanessa, hi Lily. Okay, moving on. Question 9. Helen and Mark were instructed to return the books to the library by himself. Sorry, why did I say himself first? Okay, herself, himself, ourselves, or themselves. So what do you need? Were instructed. So both of them were instructed. So these two are out. Okay. Ourselves will include the speaker. But is this narrator or the person saying this included? Not really, right? This is just trying to describe that, oh, they were instructed to return the books to the library. So over here, the answer is for themselves. Okay, moving on to the last one. Thanks for following us. Although I cannot see the emoji because it's not user friendly. But yes, if you do want to give the questions a try, or you have anything you want to say or ask, just put it down in the comment section, okay? It's so dry today. There's nobody talking. Okay, except for me. Oh, just realized it's covered. Okay, the boys crawled blank the narrow tunnel until they reached its opening. Let me zoom out. Okay, hold on. Okay, the boys crawled blank the narrow tunnel until they reached its opening on the other side of the road. So what preposition is correct here? Crawled what the tunnel? It says to the other side of the road. That means you went what this to get to the other side. It should be through or through. Crawled through the narrow tunnel. Okay. By means beside. Doesn't fit here. Up is wrong. It's just wrong, or rather directionally wrong. Okay. You can't technically you can crawl up a tunnel if there are like steps inside for you to hold on. If not, that's a lot of crazy work. Hi, this is my spam account. I feel like this person joined before. I'm not sure. Hello. Okay, wow. You're the first commenter of the day. That's kind of crazy. Okay. Pass. Yeah, admin muted you last time. Which admin? You're upset? Oh. I feel like what do you call it? I feel like a receptionist now getting feedback for this. Oh, thanks for your compliment. But okay, I don't know who muted you, but yes, because it can't say, or rather, I can't see from my side, not the moderator, unless I moderate myself. But I'm not moderating myself today. But okay, no worry. Okay, but yes, welcome to the live. If you got anything you wanna ask, anything you wanna share, feel free to put it down. Okay. Okay. Hi, Xian Chun Kong. Okay, so pass. Pass is also wrong because it shows movement. Okay. Okay. This is my spam account. Do you want to choose a particular section because you're the only person here? If not, I'll just move on to vocab MCQ. Oh, hi Gargu. Yes, second commenter of the day. If the tunnel was upward sloping, then 2 is okay. Yeah, it's like how you can climb up the slide, right? But technically, people use the slide to slide down. But I mean, as kids, I'm pretty sure everyone did that before. You climb up the slide. So yeah, it all depends on the context of your question again. But then, if you if you say you crawled up the narrow tunnel until you reach the other side of the road, that means your road is like underground and then level 2 or something, which is quite weird, right? If I have anything, don't have 40 viewers. Yeah, but nobody's commenting. Maybe they're all like sleeping to this. This is like white noise or something. Okay, I'll move to vocab MCQ then. Okay, so there's too much. Okay, hopefully I answered your question, Gargu. But yes, good question. Keep them coming. Okay, next. The plane was what for an hour when a passenger suddenly fainted? The plane was what? Phrasal verbs. Hi, Fisha treats. So is it held on, held up, held out, or held over? Hi, Crystal. Welcome to the live. Okay, so over here, for an hour, so you're talking about time, and suddenly fainted. If somebody suddenly fainted, obviously it's something serious, right? So you wouldn't fly off immediately. So this tells you that the plane was delayed. This is why inferential skill is important, guys. Hi, Zaki. So delayed, we need to find a phrasal verb that means delay, and it's held up. Okay, held up means delay. Oops, sorry. Held on means to grip, okay, or to wait. Two different meanings. Hi, Gary Yong. Held out means to offer or extend. And held over means to postpone to a later date. Okay. Sounds like delay, but it's not as apt as held up. Hi, Tai or Tar is here. Hi, Eka. Okay, so the right answer should be held up. Okay. What is going on? Okay, Mary's lack of experience is a major blank to her success in this competition. Hi, Bambi Lil Pig. Okay, so is it hiccup, problem, obstacle, or complication? This is my spam account. Do you want to try? Or Gagu, do you want to try? Or anyone that just joined, do you want to try? Hi, Miss Kelly. Hi, HQ. Oh yeah. Hi to the people on Xiaohongshu if there's anyone watching. Hi, Kaiser's mama. Okay, so over here, hiccup, problem, obstacle, complication. Success in the competition. So hiccup is too minor. It's maybe like a small issue, a small problem. Problem is also too vague. Basically, this is kind of like comprehension close. You need to choose the word of the right intensity. Okay. Obstacle is correct because it's something that blocks success, or something that blocks your road. Let's say, not road, your way. Yes, your way. Let's say there's something on the road. That's a huge obstacle. Okay. Complication. Hi, Saoya Jiao. Have you joined before? But hello. I feel like this Lao Shi comment should appear on the Xiaohongshu instead. Okay, but yes. Oh, hi, warning. Okay, everyone. Hi. You guys can answer, okay? Or if you want to ask anything or share anything. Too old to join? It's okay. Sometimes there are poly kids or parents watching this. They say it's entertaining, but okay. Okay. But usually it's more entertaining if people say stuff also. Takes two hands to clap, you know? Okay. So complication, it's less clear than obstacle. It just tells me that something is complicated. Like maybe there's a problem, or maybe there's just some miscommunication issue. Okay, so it's not vague. Not saying not vague, not clear enough. Yes, you just finished school. Wait, this is so early to end school. The primary school end at these timings now. Or is today like some event day or something? Okay. Question 13. No one could believe that Peter, who was blanked for bullying others, has started over a new leaf. So is it noted, famous, notorious, or prominent? Okay, so bullying others, okay, turn over a new leaf. So no one could believe Peter. That means this tell you that Peter was popular, right? Because no one could believe, that means everyone knew this person's name. Everyone knew Peter. Hi, warning. So bullying others is something that is, how do I say it? Not really negative, but something that's wrong, I guess. Okay? So we need to find a word that makes you popular but for the wrong reason. In this case, there's no infamous. So the next closest one is notorious. Okay? Notorious is usually people that are popular but for the bad reasons, because they do bad things, like maybe crime, stealing, or bullying in this case. Okay, so yes, notorious means known for a bad reason. I am notorious. What am I notorious for? Okay, so noted is usually positive recognition. Sorry, spelled positive wrong. Famous is neutral or usually more positive in context. Prominent means respected or well known. Okay, and it's usually in a good way, so I'll just write positive also. Jana, why not you tell me what am I notorious for? Okay, next question 14. Hi Simon. I rarely see Patsy so blank. She usually expects things to turn out badly. Ray observed. So inferential skill again. She usually expects things to turn out badly when she's a negative person. Basically a pessimistic person. Over here, rare. That means it shows you it's a contrast of being negative. So the contrast of being pessimistic is something that sounds like it, right? Something that is mystic in the end. So it's optimistic. Okay, now let's just go through down the line. Calm. Calm doesn't relate to expectations, okay? So it's not even applicable here. Optimistic is the contrast, okay? It's the opposite of pessimistic. Basically, someone that is very looks towards the good sides of things, like doesn't focus on the bad things. Okay, like maybe to someone pessimistic, you look at a paper that you failed, you will be like, oh, I failed. But to someone that's optimistic, there will be, it's okay if I failed, I still tried my best, and there are improvements from the previous time. So that's the difference. Okay, hi Winnie. Okay, downcast. What does downcast mean? Downcast is the opposite of optimistic. Basically, pessimistic. Encouraging, pretty simple, right? You encourage someone, and you don't usually say you encourage someone's feelings. Okay, next. Let me move this. Okay. The prisoner is blank after escaping from the prison. Police are looking high and low for him. So it is at a loss, on the run, sitting on the fence, or walking on hot bricks. Thanks for trying, Jana. You're the first person that tried today. Okay. So the prisoner is at a loss? No. At a loss means to be confused. Okay? Not sure what to do. The prisoner is on the run. Yes, you are correct. Okay? Just as I was about to go through that option. So on the run is correct because on the run means fleeing from the law. Okay, and it matches the context of escaping from prison. Okay, next, sitting on the fence. Sitting on the fence just means to be undecided. Decided, yes. Okay, or basically, someone that's indecisive is always sitting on the fence. Yeah, okay. Walking on hot bricks just means anxious or restless. Doesn't really fit well here. Jana, why you say feel? It's fine if you get it wrong. I mean, you got it right, but it's fine if you get it wrong. We all learn from our mistakes, okay? Maybe making mistakes makes it easier to learn because it's etched more deeply. Like, it has a stronger impression, I would say. Okay, let's do this section. Oh, covering too much. Oh, Jana, do you want to choose a particular section? There is S&T, compre close, and editing left. Right now I'm at editing. Edible. Oh, I thought you misspelled editing. I was like, huh? Hi, warning. Warning, why do you always come here and just say hi or bye? Does it entertain you when I say hi to you multiple times? Hi, Danny. Okay, so let's begin with this. Singapore gets most of its fruits and vegetables from the Pasir Panjang Wholesale Centre. Madam Young recalls her first visit there. I saw that perfectly edible food was discarded. So yes, Jana, you're right, okay? So it's Edible. You just finished your Chinese class? Wow. Wait, but you say school ended. So which is which? Or Chinese class was your last lesson before you ended school? Bruised. Bruised. Kind of hard, by the way. Why is it hard? What was hard about it? Okay, but yes, Jana, you're right again. Bruised. Hi, Farhan. Okay. Her visit to the wholesale center was organized by Rich Restock Community SG, a group of volunteers who conduct food rescue missions, bringing unsold fruit and vegetables to the community. To keep the easy perishable fruit and vegetables for a longest time. So to keep the what? What perishable fruit? Over here, I am trying to describe it, right? But I wouldn't say it's easy perishable fruit. What do you think it will be? Jana, do you want to try if you're still here? Also, is it Jana or Jaina? Hi, Shafiq. Okay. Because English is your first language and Chinese is second, so you like English more. I mean, technically, human beings are. We like things that we are comfortable with. Okay? We don't really like change. Haha. Oh, I guess you don't want to. You return your English back to the teacher. Oh, it's fine. At least you got the first two right. In kindergarten, you learn English, no Chinese. Oh wow. I thought Singapore was like big on bilingualism. Okay, but yes, over here edible. They're not edible. Over here, you're trying to describe how how perishable it is, right? Perishable just means food that are easy to spoil, that spoil fast. So they spoil easily. Okay, easily perishable fruit and vegetables. That's why they say fruit and vegetables, not what do you call it? Not canned food. Yes, not canned food. Okay, for a longer time. Yes, correct. See, you didn't really return everything, right? So why is it longer is because you are comparing between two scenarios, okay? That's why it's comparative, not superlative. EST is superlative, ER is comparative. And if the word doesn't have ER or EST form, use more something, most something. Like more beautiful, most beautiful. You don't say beautifuler or beautifulest. Okay, more is for comparative, most is for superlative. You can kind of remember it as the ST and then the ER, but you switch it around. Okay, next. Okay, wow, Jana, you answered like a lot of things. Well, your wrist felt better. What do you mean your wrist felt better? Were you injured? Okay. Question 43. The group places them in community fridges around the island. Such appliances are donated by philanthropists. So appliances, APPLIANCES. Okay, correct. So appliances is spelled this way, okay? So the fridge at Marine Terrace, for example, was donated by a resident living blank the area. You say living in the area? Does anyone else agree? Or warning, do you wanna say if you agree or not? Or you just here to say or just here to update about your life? Hi Amir. Hi Black Panther. So in this case, it should be living in the area. Okay, so Jana is right once again. Okay, next. Is there anyone shout you? No? Okay. All residents had your wrist felt better a lot. Yeah, so was it injured before or something? Or some medical condition? Okay, so all residents have access to the fridge. It is stocked with fresh fruits, vegetables, and even dairy. Not this dairy, right? How do you spell dairy? Hi, RT. So Jana says DAIRY. Anyone else agrees or disagrees? Yes, Jana, thanks for typing it again. But yes, okay, so you're right. So DAIRY. Even dairy goods like milk and cheese. Thrice a week, the group reserves a time slot for the residents in the community to use it. They do that from informing them through a WhatsApp message. Better agree with Big Sister. What do you mean better agree? Who is Big Sister? Is it some grammar rule? Okay. They do that from informing. That's a wrong preposition, right? So what should be the right preposition? Hi DDGG. Yeah, but now you got sore throat. Oh. Get well soon morning. Everyone keeps falling ill this year. Hi Bit Sweets. Hi My Stick. Yes, Jana, it's correct. The right preposition to use is by. They do that by informing them through a WhatsApp message. Because over here, this is the method. Okay. So by, apart from being beside, you can use it to describe the way you did it. With the initiative, the group has helped the need. Yes, so needy. You must change the word form. Okay. People in need are the needies. Okay, or the needy. When there is more than enough produce to put in the community fridge, the excess. Okay, that tripped me up for a moment. How do you spell excess? Or rather, the correct pronunciation should be excess. Because the clue here is more than enough. Anything more than enough is always excess, extra. EXCESS. Hi, warning. What's up? Okay. So, correct. Okay. Yes, I know that brain rot, but I don't know it very well because I'm not interested in that. Okay. Oh, hi, Error 404. Welcome, welcome. So, it is hard work collecting the produce and sorting them out. I am very heartened. So, Jana said TENED. Yes, correct. So, it's your heart, then ENED. Hi, Error 404. You're like the third? No, not third. Fourth? If I'm not wrong. Or fifth. Thanks for sharing the live, BB. Okay, but if you guys want to type or say anything, or comment anything, or ask any question, just put it in the comment section, yeah? Just say the number. What do you mean just say the number warning? Confused. You don't remember having this in P5? Oh. Actually, I don't know. I can barely remember also. Okay. But we live in the moment, so we have to do this now. Okay. So assisting with the distribute. So I must change the word form, right? What do you change distribute to? Warning, I'm not gonna say that. Yes, Jana, you change it to distribution. Correct. Okay. So distribution. That's how you spell distribution. Yes, error 44. Yeah, also right. Okay, so let's move on to pre-close. Okay, just nice because there are more people replying now. So, why is there a farting duck? Hello, this is the what is it called again? The numbers show. Forgot. This person told me what's the name of the show before. Cause I don't think it's nice to number jacks. Yes, number jacks. Sorry, as you can tell, I just like how they look. I'm not really a fan of the show. So yeah. Yes, number jacks. Okay. So let's begin with this. I haven't seen you for some time, number jacks. Okay, I guess I'm a pink dog now. Side duck. That's not a side duck, but the duck is so cute. Okay. Whoa, Michelle Yeoh joined. I don't think it's the real Michelle Yeoh though. Okay, next. No one wants to be stung by insects. To ward oneself from getting stung, one has to look at things from the insect's point of view. Why is it so? Prevent. Oh, wow. Okay, Jana's very enthusiastic. Okay, to prevent oneself from getting stung. Anyone agree? Numberjack, do you agree? Or error 44? I'm not gonna ask warning because warning doesn't answer questions. The section cooked you in P6. That's why, guys, you guys should get the Compre Close ebook that I told you guys about to train your inferential skill. It will help you in secondary school. So you agree, okay? So yes, it is indeed prevent. So prevent is the correct answer. Okay. Oh yeah. Okay. Since I'm talking about that, let me just do that real quick. Okay. Let me show you guys again. Why is it not loading? Okay, guys, we're not here to watch TikTok. Okay. So over here, you see this link tree under give your child the best start in English. You click on it, there's links and shop. Okay. So links, there is 2025 June holiday program, basically the upcoming holiday program. As you know, we always have holiday programs. Our very own website, the ebook store, our regular classes, and the different platforms that you can find out more info about us. In case you're interested in something but you don't know how to navigate there. So this can help you. Okay? Hi Jason, TikTok coach SG. he joined through a chat.
Is you the coach?
Are you the coach? Or is this Jason? He joined on the bus. Get the bag, queen. Get what bag? Okay, so for under shop, there's different collections. So there is the ebook collection, June holiday program brochures, top school papers. This is the one I went through yesterday. And I think we're gonna do more publicity or promotion for that because what do you call it? It's pretty useful and it's all online classes. So it's not only convenient, but it's useful for you guys. You get annotated notes for the papers that you go through also. Okay?
Somebody gifted.
Oh, thanks for following us and giving Jana. Jana gave the gift. Oh, thanks for giving the gift, Jana. And thanks for following us. Okay. Someone share your link. Oh, hello. Okay, your profile picture looks very professional. So I guess it's an actual account. Okay. Hello. Okay. Moving on. That's our regular programs and the Chinese version if you're more conversant in Chinese. And then there are cheat sheets. Okay, there's only 5 products, but it's free, so no one's complaining. Okay, so the one that I told you guys about the ebook is this purple one, the 70 PSLE comprehension close practices. Okay, to build your inferential skill. Inferential skills are useful, can be used for simple sections like MCQ, even to harder sections like Compre OE. Okay, and it's useful in life also. Sometimes you need to read between the lines. That's basically trying to infer what people are saying. Okay, okay, let's go back to our compre close. Hi, Dominic Wu. Okay, hold on. Let me zoom this out a little. Okay, is that better?
I think the internet,
Hmm?
the live on Facebook ended by itself.
Oh, but I thought that one was normal.
No, but it's not ongoing now.
Oh,
On mine.
okay. Okay, wow, Jana. That's very fast. Okay, so moving on, moving on. Why is it so? I'm pretty sure everyone can see now, right? Yes. Did you support? It's a bit cut off on the left, but should be fine. Okay. Why is it so? While a bee sees anyone near its home as a threat or threat. To keep its home blank, it attacks anyone who gets near it. Can see. Okay, thanks for your feedback, Numberjack. I appreciate it. Jana says safe. What about you, Numberjack? Are you busy watching Numberjacks? But I assume if you watch Numberjacks, you wouldn't be a primary schooler. No worries. Okay. Okay, so to keep its home, yes, safe. Are you saying you agree with Jana for everything, or you just lazy to? Technically, I think typing I agree with Jana is longer than typing safe. But yes, Jana, what's with the sad emoji? Okay, so it attacks anyone who gets near it, so keep a reasonable blank from it. So, hi youngster. So keep a reasonable what from it. What did Jana say? Let me see. Jana say distance. You miss your school days. To be fair, I do too. I miss my JC days especially. But not the academic part. That was hell. Hi Eugene. So keep a reasonable distance is correct. Okay? Is Numberjack still with us? Or is the TikTok coach still with us? If you are, hello, hello. Thanks for staying. Okay,
Someone should got notice. I cannot understand.
notice. Okay, sorry guys. I need to look at the Xiaomeng shoe. Oh, okay, we need to stop.
Stop the live.
Oh,
Why?
stop. Okay. I think you can pick up that we are doing on TikTok also. Yeah, it's stopped already, right?
Yeah, stop.
Okay.
Oh, you should have screenshot them.
Okay. It's too late. Yes. Okay. Okay, sorry for the technical error, guys. How's primary school, guys? Yeah, how is primary school nowadays? Like, I feel like every time I go down for my lunch break, and I see all the primary schoolers like going home. Life is good. Okay. Don't swat at a hornet's nest that is hanging from a tree. Also, watch out for wasps' nests along the walls of buildings because they sometimes blank their nest there. Oh, I think I know why. Because I keep saying the guy's username and it's TikTok coach.
Oh.
Oh, I didn't pay attention to that. But yes. The primary school kids look like kindergarten students. Really? I thought that was in the past. I thought nowadays people say the younger kids are like taller and bigger in size. Hi, Capitan. Okay, so also blank out for wasps' nests along the walls of the buildings because they sometimes blank. No, they're all small size. Maybe it's just that region. You know, like in some countries, certain regions, people are like way taller and all compared to like other states or other regions, right? Okay, so over here, look out for. So look or watch, okay? Okay, Jana, sorry you had to type in all caps. Okay, But yes, look is correct. It's acceptable. Watch is also acceptable. Maybe you're tall. Wow, okay. That's good. I'm not tall. Okay. Also, look or watch out for wasp nests along the walls of buildings because they sometimes blank their nest there. So they sometimes what their nest there. I think Numberjack said build, right? Am I 16 plus? Guys, we do not talk about my age here. All you have to know is I'm of legal age to do this. That time everyone keep asking, we got flagged out. That's not happening again, okay? Okay, so because they sometimes build, yes, correct. Hi Xavier Joseph Tan. So because they sometimes build their nest there. Bumblebees nest on the ground, so look where you are blank on when walking. On the ground and walking. So what do you do when you're walking? How do you walk? Hi Kareem Bunch. Bumblebees nest on the ground, so look where you are blank on when walking. Hi Glenn Tony. Stepping, yes, because you need to step to walk, okay? So look where you are stepping on when walking. Hi Yodorin. Why are you so surprised, Jana? Do you not step when you walk? Do you like, I don't know, shuffle your feet? Then there's the sound, no? If a bee flies towards you, so glad you're not doing anything related to Numberjacks. Yeah, so real. I'm pretty sure the primary school kids don't want to do that also. Okay, if a bee flies towards you, either stand very what or move closely away towards a bushy area. Hi, Aiman. So, either or, right? Other word pairs is neither nor. Remember, difference is that neither nor you link two negative ideas. Okay. Other word pairs. Not problem. Why did I write problem? Stand very still. Yes, stand very still. Correct. Okay, other word pairs. Let me give you guys other word pairs. Yeah, okay, no, I didn't mean to write problem. It's prefer and to. Over here, prefer to your swim, no, not swim, your verb need to have ing. Okay, would rather and then, this is also to show, what do you call it? Not comparison, preference, yes, preference over something. But for this, your verb don't have ing, okay? Verb have ing only for prefer to. Okay, moving on. There's one more last word pair, and it's for range. So for range, the common one, I think people usually mix up this two. Okay, when you use from, you use to. From 1 to 5, choose a number from 1 to 5. If you want to use between, you have to use and. Choose a number between 1 and 5. Yes, obviously, that shows you a range. But you don't say from 1 and 5, okay? If you choose from 1 and 5, that means you only can choose either 1 or 5. Okay, so don't mix it up. This one came out for editing or compre close before also. Okay, next. Is Numberjack still with us? So, in the what incident when a bumblebee stings and leaves its barb stinger in your flesh, do not take it out because it can cause more what? So, in the what incident, when a bumblebee stings and leaves its barb stinger in your flesh. Unfortunate incident. I can accept unfortunate. Another word? Anyone else knows another word? Okay, barb just means things that are like, there are something at the side, okay? So it's like how, is it bed bugs or something? When they bite, right? Then it gets stuck. So if you pull it out, it'll be more painful to pull it out because the barbed claws, is it claws? Not really claws, but the barbed area will cling onto your flesh. That's why it's harder. Unforeseen incident. Unforeseen usually circumstances, okay? So yes, unfortunate is acceptable. The other word I was looking for is unlucky. Basically, another synonym of unfortunate. Okay. So in the unfortunate incident, yeah, you pass. And then you got enough questions to pass this already. In the unfortunate incident, when a bumblebee stings and leaves its barbed stinger in your flesh, do not take it out because it can cause more blank to get into the wound. Hi, user. So it can cause more what to get into the wound? Oh, I remember talking about this. Venom, not Venom. Hi, 8. Wow, new person. Okay. I'm more shocked today because today there is like so little people. But yes, thanks for commenting. Okay, good that you reached home safe. Warning. Hi, Rayan Teo. I remember this person also. Hello, hello. Welcome to the live. If you guys want to give it a shot or got to go see save lives, okay, bye, Batman. So it can cause more what? Not bacteria to get into the wound. So you're talking about stingers, right? So stingers usually in bee isn't an insect. Usually animals or arachnids that have stingers are usually poisonous. Okay. So over here can cause more poison, more venom. Okay. Am I not supposed to be in the army? What do you mean am I not supposed to be in the army? Why are you trying to create fake scenarios to dox me? That's crazy. No, I'm not supposed to be in the army. Poison. Yeah, you pass science class also. Okay, but there's a difference between poison and venom. I'm sorry. Luckily, those people are not watching because I searched it for them that time and I forgot. Venom, poison versus venom. Poison enters your body through ingestion, while venom is injected. So in this case, poison is not acceptable. But honestly, at a P5 level, I don't think they get that particular about this. Okay? But venom is more applicable in this case because it's injected in you. Poison is ingested. So it's different. Okay? One is ingested, one is injected. Okay, next, moving on. Instead, scrape it out carefully with a fingernail, then wash the area blank, it will attract more bees. So what? So they are saying it will attract more bees if you don't do this, right? So what is this? What should be the answer here? Otherwise or yes, correct. So it's the opposite. So or it will attract more bee. Then watch the area. Otherwise it's also fine. Okay, can accept otherwise. Hi Rara. Wasps and hornets, however, do not lose their stingers. If you know that it is blank a bumblebee that stung you, you do not have to worry about removing the sting. Look at your chat. What do you type? I answered you already, warning. You're trolling again. Okay. So if you know that it was blank a bumblebee that stung you, you do not have to worry about removing the sting. Definitely. No. But then if you see over here, guys, this is why inferential skills is important. Numberjacks, you're wrong. Okay, so over here, bumblebee stings, it leaves its stinger in your flesh. So it's telling me if the bumblebee stung you, you do not have to worry about removing the sting. Don't make sense, right? Because it will be stuck on you, so you ultimately still have to remove it. So what is it? Then over here, second clue. They do not lose their stingers. So yes, if you know that it was not a bumblebee that stung you, you do not have to worry about removing the sting. Okay? So need to get your clues. First clue, second clue, third clue. Basically inferential skills also. Okay, next. Bees and wasps do not sting people all the what? Blank, many people are happy to have them blank because they are useful. Bees and wasps do not sting people All the time. Yes. Good job, Rayan. Rayan, are you a primary school kid? I feel like you're a secondary school kid. My intuition is telling me that. Okay, yes. Numberjacks, you're right too. Okay. Many people are happy to have them blank because they are useful. Have them what? Nah, except for, I guess my intuition was right. Okay, this is like revision for O levels then. All the best. Or if you're not taking O levels, then all the best for N levels. You don't know why you're here. It's okay. As long as you learn something, right? Can be useful with some words you never know. Never seen them before, or it's just like a good refresher, you know? Have them around. Yes. Most people are happy to have them around because they are useful. Warning, why are you tagging yourself? Because they are useful. Hornets. Why did I read hornets? Hornets and wasps feed on houseflies and garden pests, while bumblebees are blanked by people for honey and for pollinating fruit and other crops. Okay, that was a mouthful. I need to drink some water. What should it be? Bumblebees are what? Hi, Alibaba. Wanted to? No, you only can put one word in each blank. Wanted by people. Okay, usually if you say someone is wanted, right? The person's a fugitive, like wanted by the police. Okay? Or wanted is like, yeah, usually has a negative connotation if you use it like that. Used by people. Use sounds like the people are abusing the bumblebees. So they are kept by people for honey and for pollinating fruit and other crops. Why? Why is it kept, right? You can say used if it doesn't have this part. For honey. You cannot use something for honey. Keep it so that it will produce honey for you. Okay? Okay, last one. Every year, bees produce millions of dollars blank of honey. In fact, without them, we may lose all the plants that bees pollinate. Sorry, I laughed because I lost it at Numberjack's comment this section. Hi, okay, Law. Welcome to the live. I've never seen you before. Thanks for commenting. Worth of honey. Yes, correct. Okay, pretty simple. Last one. Okay. Last section. Really, I don't answer this kind of questions on live. But yeah. It's okay. Just don't ask this kind of questions, okay? Don't ask those invasive of don't ask questions that invade my privacy. Yes. But other than that, I'll be glad to reply. But if you don't know what is invasive or not, you can just ask and I'll let you know if I don't want to reply. You feel like you're playing Roblox against kids right now. Playing what? Dress to Impress? Sorry, that's the only game I know from Roblox. Am I still teaching after this lesson? No, this is my only lesson for today. Oh, but Teacher Mitsuko is teaching at the end of the day though, if anyone's looking forward to Teacher Mitsuko's live. Where are her fans? I don't see Mariah or Charlene and all anymore. Okay, hi Stephen Chu. Okay, the pest exterminator caught the rat before it could escape into the drain. So the rat what? Hi Dorothy. So over here is changing from active to passive. Okay, so in the active form, the main subject, I'll just write the main S, is the pest exterminator. Okay, and then for the passive sentence, your main subject would be the rat. Okay, so you must change from caught to past simple passive, which means you change the rat was caught. And then caught by who, right? You must tell me by the pest is exterminator. Before it could escape into the drain. Everybody left. That's sad. Okay, warning, you can answer me then. Is Numberjack still here? Where is Numberjacks? Okay. Moving on, question 67. Actually, I should write the clues and all in a different color. Okay, if you continue playing this game on the phone, the battery will go flat before lunchtime. Hi Kai. So unless, what does unless tell you? Unless is usually used to show a negative condition. Okay? Unless in other words equals to if not. Why my hair so wavy? Oh, because I just permed it. Not just, but like quite some time. Not a very long time back, so yeah, still. Unless you start, oh, hi Numberjacks is still here. Hi Shanono, thanks for commenting. But why you do live now? Some of them end school already, and sometimes there are parents that watch, then they can share their kids. Or yeah, you see all these people, some of them are secondary school kids. So it helps them also, I guess. But okay, valid question. What's the name of your perm? I don't know. It's just like a cold perm, I guess. If you're asking about the hairstyle, I do not know what's the name of it. I just trusted the hairstylist. Unless you stop playing. Unless you don't play, you still can play. Wait, warning, that is very Singaporean. That is not grammatically correct. You're finishing this paper before you go. Okay, anyway, this is the last section, so yeah. I'm also gonna end when I finish this section. So, unless you stop playing, because we need to introduce a negative condition, right? Then just copy this game on the phone. Rose a yapper. Obviously, I need to yap. If not, there's nobody replying me. Am I Singaporean? Yes, I'm Singaporean. Well, I felt like reminds me of the meme. The what do you call it? The CEO of TikTok meme. Okay, the battery will go flat before lunchtime. As you can tell, I can't multitask. But why do you ask that, warning? Do I not look Singaporean? Okay, moving on. The instructor told me your group can cook at this pit. So the instructor told me that what? So this is pretty common. Once again, direct to reported. Hi, shout hey hey. Thanks for liking the live. So the instructor told me that I look. Yes, Numberjack's got the joke. Senator, I'm Singaporean. My group told me that my group, yes. We can cook at this pit. Thanks for commenting, shout hey hey. So told me that my group, not can, you must change the tense, remember? Cook at, and cannot be this, you have to change to that pit. So this kind of direct to reported, need to change the tense, pronouns, and the frequency of stuff, okay? I look Chinese. That's because I am Chinese. Huh? As in, are you talking about the race or like the nationality? I like having. You wouldn't have gotten a tense part correct. It's okay. You say no. Oh, you know Chinese. Yes, I do. I can speak Chinese. I'm bilingual, guys. Must be in touch with your roots. Okay, I don't know why I said I look, but yes. Speak then. I've been speaking Chinese just now. Then we got flagged. Okay. Bilingual queen. For real. Okay. I like having PE lessons. I like going for recess more. Yeah, Numberjacks is. Yeah, so true. Yeah, preaching, man. This one is English lesson. Say again, please. It's okay. PE lessons over recess. You prefer having. Okay, you don't just say PE lessons. Oh, sorry. Here's more. So you don't start with having. So it will be I prefer going for recess to having PE lessons. So shout hey hey. Remember, prefer pairs with to and your verb has to have ing. Okay? You're having PE lessons. And over here you got the you got a what thing wrong? you got the thing that the person preferred more wrong. Okay, it's not just literally copy pasting. You have to see which one they like more. Say Chinese, you're banging me. Why? But it's so random. I don't know what to say. Cannot say over. No, you don't say over. Cause technically, I know like commonly everyone use. I prefer this over this. But oh, why did I sound so Singlish there? But yes, so it should be prefer to, would rather than. Okay, so that's how you do this question. And remember, prefer to, your verb have to have ing, would rather than, your verb don't need ing. Okay, last one. Indian? What do you mean then Indian? Wait, Indian is not a language. That warning, Indian is not a language. That's crazy. It's a race. Hi barely poos. Thanks for thanks for commenting. There's so many like actual accounts joining the live today. Speak Indian language. Warning, that what? Okay, never mind. I will not go there. The lack of sunlight is causing the plants to turn yellow. Yes. Pretty simple. The lack of sunlight. Hi ice cream. Hi ice cream stay. Is this some like K-pop thing again? Disrupting the class. I guess you were like a lurker. Just watching the live and not commenting. But it's fine. Not complaining. The lack of sunlight is causing the plants to turn yellow. To turn yellow. Okay. So over here is causing, just a real quick one before we end. Is causing is to show cause-effect relationship. Okay. Okay, and with that we completed 2022 P5 Maha Bodhi EOY paper, guys. Not completed, but like the sections that I usually go through or possible to go through in this live. Okay, hi that plain Jane. Bro's not gonna finish this paper on time during exam. But I don't have to take this paper anymore. I'm way past that. Okay, coming back. Let's do the short promo. Okay, we are not watching TikTok, guys. Let's look at in fact, exactly. So true. Okay, this this to 70 PSLE comprehension close practices and 1000 PSLE S&T transformation questions. Okay, you're studying business now, but the lesson is helpful for your sentence structure. Yeah, exactly. You see, it's not just helpful for only the primary school kids. You never know. Some things are refresher even when you're older. Okay. So comprehension close, as I said, I've been saying it helps you for inferential skills. Okay. So inferential skills useful for simple sections like MCQ and also good for hard sections like Compre OE. And S&T is just to, what do you call it? Solidify whatever you've learned. Yes, and expose to those unique or few questions. Okay, and with that, it's 1:30. So that's the end of my session. I'll see you guys tomorrow. Should be the same timing. But yeah. Okay, that'll be all for today. Thanks everyone for those that commented. Okay, bye bye. I'll see you guys tomorrow.